Hello everyone and welcome back to XIII-2. Now before we move on, there is this one monster I need to take care of for a Bestiary. Make sure you have more enemies on and Battle Mania on. This guy too, yeah. This guy and another one. Oh wow. This guy right here. Okay, let's go. I think he was hard if I remember. I don't know. Well, he's easy to stagger. Well, it was easier than I remember. Alright. Alright. We have to get this because we missed 3 fragments in New Bodom Year Unknown. So we have to get this. Promises Gate Seal. And we have to do this all over again. From the beginning until we submit the Graviton course and go back to New Bodom. Ah, this is gonna be wow. Like, I didn't remember there are fragments there, so I skipped them. Oh well, we'll go. Okay, so when we are back with lightning, remember the first time we said no? So for one fragment we have to say yes.
Sarah, let's go.
Yeah.
Just being here with my sister fills me with joy. I'm home. In some ways, it's almost like that happiness has taken over, forcing out the feelings that were there before. At first I was overwhelmed with loss, but soon even that feeling faded away with the rest. Now every day is paradise. Lightning is here with me, and Snow as well. Lebro and Huge, Godot and Mackie, the whole gang. Sometimes Saz and his son come to visit. And guess what? Hope had some great news for us. He said he was pretty sure they might be able to save Fang and Vanille from the pillar. I'm content. I like my life the way it is. There's only one thing that keeps it from being perfect. I can't remember a certain person. I know he was a friend. And I'm sure we were close. But no matter how I try, I can't recall his face or his name or even how his voice sounded. It's so strange. Who could he be? In my room, I have a mirror. I never use it. It scares me. On the other side of that mirror, there's a whole other world. And if I peek inside, I'll be lost. Or so it seems to me. When I told Snow how I felt, of course he said I was just being silly. Maybe I am. I can live with that. All I want is for these wonderful, magical days to continue. For this time to stretch on forever. This is where I'll stay. I'm home, and I never want to leave.
And that's Fragment, Transcript, Fate and Freedom. Alright. That takes care of one fragment, there are two left.
Vanille! Vanille? Is that...
Alrighty. Where are the two we missed? The other two we missed? Fang's crown and... Vanille's fruit. Okay, locations, and that takes care of all the fragments here. We're done. Don't need to finish the rest, just go back to Historia Crux and... I guess we have to, yeah. I guess we do have to finish all the... Okay, yeah, we have to. Okay, next target is Sunlit Photoscape 300 AF. We're gonna kill the Flan right away this time. So we're gonna time reversal it and let's go.
No. No, we can't win this. Not now.
No, looks like he's up for it. Say we give it a shot and see what happens, huh?
Yes! That's what we're trying to change. Alright. Sunless waterscape, year unknown.
It was a world that belonged to the Flan. A Flan-controlled, Flan-friendly, and Flan-approved kingdom. Sarah and Noel once defeated a massive Flan, but the act triggered a paradoxical backlash and filled the breadth of Cocoon with gelatinous organisms. From among them rose the most powerful Flan to ever exist. The entire world quailed beneath its tyrannical pseudopod. Would all of Cocoon be devoured by this immense Flan potentate?
A giant forest, Kubao. There was plenty of water in the vibrant woods, and all the monsters lived happily together, Kubao. The monsters loved to test their strength, and sometimes their games got a little rough. But even so, they all got along fairly well, Kubao. One bright and sunny day, a mean Flan came along and declared himself to be the king of the forest, Kubao. Flan stood as high as the clouds in the sky, so none of the monsters disobeyed him, Kubao. The king ordered his royal subjects to shower him with gifts from all corners of the world, Kubao. In return, he promised to banish humans from their domain, and he would create a kingdom where monsters ruled the land, Kubao.
I told you we'd just be able to sneak in. Hey, Sarah, how do I look? Just like a monster?
The transformation spell worked like a charm. No one can tell who we are. Mog, now we'll need the Wonder Honey. Can you go find some? Poopa, off you go.
Hurry!
The king was even bigger than the giant Flan we defeated in the past, Kubao. So we all came up with a marvelous plan, Kubao. We would transform into monsters and sneak in unsuspectedly. Then we would present the king with a delicious Flan, Kubao, and he would say, "Incredible!" And then he would keel over and die on the spot. We're going to serve up a dish of poison Flan to his royal highness. Fight Flan with Flan, as they say. It's a flawless plan, Kubao.
Hey, what's taking so long? Where's that Wonder Honey? We also need some hoax herb and exquisite sugar, you know. And don't forget the rotten cheese.
Why do I have to do all the work? No, you're going to be the first to get a taste of my poison Flan, Kubao!
This is so good. Alright, and we got the fragment. Alright, the paradox scope on, and we have to again close the gate of 4XXAF Academia and get to the point where we fight Caius. We will fight a harder version of him, and I think that leads to another fragment. Here we go. Paradox scope activated.
This should do it. Take this.
Thanks, buddy.
Embrace the terror. Can this be some temporal distortion?
Sarah's strength of will is greater than Caius imagined. Struck down by an unexpected counterattack, his physical form fades away into the chaos. History, however, is further twisted by this turn of events. It seems that Caius still had a role to play in correcting the timeline. All that is left now is a realm untethered to any point in time. A world slowly decaying into oblivion. Sarah is left to ponder her future in a new bodom that lies at the end of existence.
That is scary.
Where am I?
This is the world you chose. Had you simply accepted defeat, a pleasant dream would have been yours for all eternity.
Sarah!
It's different than before.
We weren't supposed to defeat Caius. There's no way we could have known that. But look at where it got us. There's no way out of here. We're trapped in the end of time.
You're not giving up, are you? Don't you remember? You're the one who told me that as long as you have hope, the goddess will smile upon you.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If there's a time to be positive, it's definitely now.
Yeah. Huh? Is that?
Countless days have passed since we began our journey with Noel and Yule, Kubo. The key to unlocking the paradox. It was lost along with Caius, Kubo. We are trapped in a world where the four of us are the only ones left, Kubo.
Yule doesn't see visions in this place. She says it's because time has stopped. There is no future. I don't know if there's a way to change the events of the past anymore. But we're still searching for a gate. One that will let us travel through time like before. Sarah's not one to give up. She's a positive influence on all of us. She believes that we'll be able to reunite with lightning and snow.
A sky without cocoon. A sky dark and ominous, stripped of hope. But we'll keep searching for a way. I know that one day, the sun will rise and we'll all look up at a golden sky. And we'll be able to laugh again and be with the people that are important to us.
Let's go!
Kubo?
Yeah.
Kubo? Kubo? Kubo?
On to our next paradox scope, which is gonna be in Augusta Tower, 200 Heir. Make sure to have it on. We have to reach the boss and defeat it while having the paradox scope on.
Augusta Tower is the central...
Just like Caius we did last part. Here we go, paradox scope activated. Sorry about that, my recorder device messed up. But yeah, just stagger and easy peasy.
The proto-Foul Sea reconstructs itself over and over, reaching back from the future to manipulate reality. After an exhausting battle in a virtual arena, Sarah and Noel finally neutralize the seemingly invincible construct. The paradox is resolved, and the artificial space-time created by the AI appears to dissolve. But from amid the ensuing stillness, a cold gaze falls upon the victors.
Subject Alpha and Subject Beta Development Program. In the virtual space environment, subjects exhibited high levels of combat effectiveness. Noel, Kreis, and Sarah Farron were provided with arbitrary goals. Subjects' biometric telemetry was released into pre-configured virtual space. For the next phase, the memories of the two subjects have been erased. Biometric data has been transferred to duplicate models in order to conduct real-world combat testing.
Testing protocols are now being initialized. Mission objective, locate and eradicate monster-type virus currently infecting network environment.
Understood.
I shall obey.
Kubo,
Mission complete. Return to operations.
I wonder if I'll ever be able to find her.
Huh? Sarah?
I remember I'm supposed to find someone important to me. But who?
Yeah, I made a promise too. I'm supposed to protect a friend.
Repeat.
Huh?
Subject Alpha and Subject Beta return to operations.
The test protocol results are positive. Subject Alpha and Subject Beta completed the mission within expected parameters. The Eden Restoration Project is proceeding according to calculations. However, the possibility of citizen resistance remains. In such cases, Subject Alpha and Subject Beta may be deployed under direction of order preservation protocols. Supplemental note, subjects exhibited temporary memory flux. A distortion occurred within their core mental architecture. The effects of this distortion closely resembled those of a paradox effect. Neural telemetry indicates that elements of chaos from the unseen realm were introduced. Within the subject's mindscape, this caused an anomaly referred to by humans as spirit or heart. Questions for research. Does the human spirit exist? Does a paradox effect lie in the heart of all humans?
Test subjects. Oh, that was a bad, scary ending. Oh well. Alright, the next one is in Urba 200 AF. By defeating Caius there. With the paradox scope, of course.
We have been cursed with
take this! Get him! This should do it. Go on.
Can this be some temporal distortion?
In the instant Caius was defeated, the effects rippled down the timeline. In the village of Heir, Sarah and Noel see that things are not as they were before. Twisted mockeries of humans sprawl lifeless among the buildings. The scars of war that should have long since faded appear fresh and raw. Is this the world of the past, or is it the reflection of someone's memory? Sarah hears a faint voice calling her and sets off to investigate.
When we came to, we found ourselves in the town of Heir. We were in a world that had been devastated by the War of Transgression, hundreds of years before I was born. All traces of humanity were replaced with monstrous Cieth. People had been stripped of their normal lives. Denied even a human death, they wandered the ruins of their home. I thought I heard a faint whisper, a familiar voice. Could it be the voice of someone who lived here long ago? The voice of someone begging to be heard?
The war against Cocoon, it was inevitable. The army of Grand Pulse was annihilated by the overwhelming power of the Fal'Cie. Countless lives were lost. But I didn't fight. I couldn't. Not even to protect my friends, the people I love. To hate, to hurt, to destroy, I refused to accept my focus. I was sad. I was scared. That's why I decided to run. I left Fang to deal with everything. We vowed to protect each other, and I broke that promise. I'm the reason. I'm the reason Fang was forced to carry the burden of the monster, of Ragnarok. Because I was weak. Because I abandoned her. Fang, where are you? I have to make up for what I did. Or else...
Vanille? Is that you?
So the voice you heard before?
It belonged to Vanille, Kubo.
Vanille, listen. I know what it's like. You're trapped in crystal, but your soul is still alive. You're sleeping, but your thoughts are still awake. I know, because I experienced that too. I can feel your pain. I can feel your sorrow, your grief, and your remorse. I know there's someone you want to apologize to. Can you give us some time? I promise we'll find Fang and bring her here, so you can tell her how you feel.
Thank you. I know that one day we'll be released again. Only then can we ask for forgiveness. That is the fate time has in store for us. But fate also brought you here to this place, to hear my plea. All roads are connected, somehow. And they all lead to a time of salvation, when imprisoned souls will be freed. They all lead to the end of the world, and a new beginning.
Vanille's truth. Done. We're missing 11 fragments now. Okay, the last paradox scope again is for XIII-2.
Historia crux.
I knew I could count on you. Once you found the crystal, I can build you a prototype.
You've brought us another cluster? Thank you so much. I mean it.
Sarah, did you really do it?
We had. We had collected all the ore clusters Hope needed to levitate his new cocoon. I don't think I'd ever seen Hope look so happy and excited. But this was just the beginning. It would take a century to complete the new cocoon. And if the old cocoon were to fall before it could be finished, well...
I know we can do it.
He's right, you know. Have you seen that broken gate in the town? Well, it's all fixed and working normally.
We collected the ore crystals, so the future has changed, Kubo.
Yes, I think so. And look what I found. It was lying next to the gate.
Alright, here it is. So you need to not skip this cutscene, otherwise you will not get a life trigger. So we have to say no.
We have to hurry. Are we gonna make it?
Better!
Director!
What's going on? Don't move!
You're under arrest.
Yeah, give that back!
Did I hear someone call for a hero? I think I did.
No!
Thank you. Give it up, sweetheart. We're on to you. We know everything. Like the fact that this artifact is booby-trapped. We also know that someone gave this to you. Someone like Caius.
So what if he did?
Snow, how did you...
Hope? Caius is on the move and up to no good. The past and the future are looking pretty bleak. Give me a hand, Sarah.
You can't just drop a bomb like that and take off. You always do what you want, even if it means leaving people behind. You haven't changed at all.
Okay, sorry. At least I'm consistent, right?
Snow gave us some valuable information. Alyssa was working with Caius of all people. If we had tried to use the artifact, Noel and I would have fallen right into some kind of trap. Caius was the one that was trying to change the events of the past. Snow's constantly on the move. There are Caiuses in the past, present, and future, and they all have to be stopped.
That Caius, I think he's serious. He means business. I try to fix the past and he just changes it back to how he wants it again. Like nothing ever happened.
Where's Lightning in all of this?
She's on the job with Saz and Dodge.
What can I do?
Stay alive. Listen, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but you're going to be assassinated exactly 3 days from now.
What?
Me?
Without you, we might as well forget about having any kind of future. Without hope, we're done for. So it's important that you do everything in your power to protect yourself.
Right.
Noel, you're on guard duty.
And what are you gonna do?
I'm going to the future to greet Caius with my fist. But before all the fun happens, I got 13 different eras to visit. There are a bunch of crystals with my name on them.
13 different eras. Not one to sit still, huh?
Sarah, come with me, okay?
Okay.
How come you guys get to do all the fun stuff?
I'll fill you in on what you missed when we get back. So stay safe and stay alive.
Yeah.
There's no stopping you, is there? Go on.
We're going there on this!
Come on, you'll love it!
I set off on an exciting and scary adventure with my hero, Snow. No one can predict how our time-traveling journey will come to an end. But the past, present, and future are all connected. And until time stands still, the future will always bring us a new adventure.
The future is hope. And that's all of the transcripts. We got all of them now. Now we just need to get... Actually, no. That counted as a fragment in academia. So we must have one more left. Okay, yet another one. How many times must we close the gate to 4XXAF? It's ridiculous. Anyway, we have to reach where Noel fights Caius and have the paradox scope on. Oh yeah, very important actually, I forgot to mention, or I almost forgot this myself. Turn paradox scope off until you get before that exact point that you need it. Otherwise we will trigger the Sarah vs Caius instead. So be careful with that. Alright, let's go. Okay, put the paradox scope back on before this fight. Buff himself a bit. Stop launching me. Oh my god. Commando. Oh wow, he removed the thingy, the stagger. Oh, he's healing, damn it. Okay, stagger him. Ah, damn it. Get him, get him, get him, get him. He's gonna revive, yeah. Okay. Let's heal up. Nice. Let's get him. Ultimate javelin. Meteor javelin.
Is chaos so easily overcome?
Alright, we did it.
The goddess bestowed on Caius Valid the heart of chaos. Only a guardian of the same tribe may ever hope to wrest that power from him. And so Caius waited. He waited for one who possessed the strength to defeat him. After many centuries, his patience was rewarded with the arrival of Noel, the last guardian to be born. Caius pinned all his hopes on this child. The Immortal did not want Noel to simply succeed him. He wanted Noel to surpass him.
The moment I defeated Caius, the power of chaos coursed through my body and transformed me into a guardian. That's when I saw memories of his past, his life. I saw the day he slayed his predecessor and became a L'Cie to protect the Cirrus. I saw the Great War and how it tore Grand Pulse apart. I saw the battle in which he saved the Cirrus from her enemies and was crowned a hero. All he ever wanted was for Yule to be happy. The goddess Etra was struck by his undying devotion and offered Caius her own heart. With this, he became an immortal being, one who could protect Yule till the end of time. That marked the beginning of his eternal nightmare. I have Caius's memories inside me. Just like Caius before me, I've received the terrible gift of eternal life. And Sarah, she's now destined to live the fate of a Farseer, just like you. Caius had put all his hopes in me. He believed that I was the one that could stop the beating of his cursed heart. But I couldn't. I wasn't strong enough. The heart took over my body and threw me into an endless spiral. A prison without end. But then, I saw a light. I don't know where it leads. I don't know what kind of world is out there waiting for me. But I do know one thing. I have to take Caius's place. I'm his successor. I can't escape this fate. This is just the beginning of my never-ending nightmare. I have to face whatever's out there in that unknown world. I have to save Yule. I have to save Sarah. The gift of immortality made me realize that hope is a double-edged blade. It's cruel to those who cling to impossible dreams. For the undying, this torment haunts them for all eternity. Caius lived knowing the futility of his single plea, his single hope. I wonder what awaits me. A life without hope, A life without friendship. A life of utter solitude.
Transcript here to chaos. Alright, now we only have the rest of the fragments for XIII left. We're missing 9 fragments and they're all right here, so that's what we're gonna get next. Beneath a timeless sky. Alright, so that was a different ending. I have totally forgot about it, but it was a good one, I guess. Well, where Yule lives. And with that, we're gonna end this part. Thank you so much for watching and all of the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye bye.